Yeah. Well, he should be. He got a really great free knife. Hey, how is everybody doing? We were talking about Mikey winning Patty's giveaway the other time he finally got his knife. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Welcome into another edition of RJ's Lives. We have, of course, myself. We have Stephen from Patty's Potato Peelers, Tom from Knife Delights, a fan favorite because everybody wonders where Tom is when he's not here. We have John from Thrifty Kniffy, and we have Matt with Slip Joint Sawyer. And congratulations, Matt, on cresting 1,500 subscribers. That's awesome.
Yeah. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yep. So he's done pretty good. So we got a great audience today. I see Dave from Singing Toad is here. Sean's here. Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. Joe from Messer HQ. Mike Curtis. Sean's here. Ray from North Star. Randy's WSG. Let's see who else. Pepper Dingo is here. Gizmo is here. Got a great Addicted to Blades 2 is here. Yeah, we have a great audience. Prompt the Toad. Okay. Toad, you have been prompted.
No, he was on time. He was prompt.
Yeah, for both lives. I've never seen untardy Toad.
He turned up on time. I'll bet you he's not there. Ask him if he's there.
He's there.
Are you there?
He's there.
Okay. Well, he's there. All right. So how are you guys doing this fine weekend?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Well, good.
I had a busy one this weekend. Got a load of stuff there in the garden yesterday. We started pulling out a tree in the garden that's in the way, so I'm pretty knackered from that. And then I got a busy week in work, so yay. So Stephen, you can't call me lazy. I've been doing actual manual labor this weekend.
What I want to know is, do you need us to send get a collection to send Junior over there to help with your tree? Because that's one tree chopping. Little
he would just tear out the floor. He's like a Godzilla. You can send him over.
Well, I can't find him. I even went all the way to Minnesota yesterday, thinking I'd find him up there hanging out with Ray, but he wasn't there.
Oh, wow.
Did you say Ray is in the house?
Ray is in the house.
Hi, Ray.
And Twang Thang is there. Byron Kennedy is here.
Oh, I got to get busy here, don't I?
In. So tell us a little bit about your adventure yesterday, Tom. I know you filmed it for posterity.
Oh, it was absolutely horrible. I had to drive untold miles and hours, and with my friend Kevin, and he's unbearable to travel with. But we made it up there. But so we drove up to the Twin Cities, and we met Ray from North Star Knife Reviews. We went to a great knife show up there. It was a Twin City knife show, and it was all custom knife makers. And there was 40 or 50 tables or booths set up with these custom knife makers showing their wares. And I got to tell you, there was some beautiful, beautiful knives there. Just very beautiful.
That's awesome.
So, I got to shake hands with Ray, meet him in person, and it's just a great thing. I was able to do that with Big J here a few months ago, and I'm looking forward to being able to meet as many people as I can. It's totally different meeting in person. The screen is fine, but just wait till I come and see you, Patty. I can't wait.
Oh, I'm excited.
I can tell. Well, we had
there are many things you're looking forward to in your life, and that's just one of them, right?
Yeah, I'm just such a lucky man. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Look at the looks he was given. Now I'm getting Tom. Oh, lucky man.
Well, I don't really know what to say, Patty. But no, it was great. What we did is we kind of walked around the table, and my friend Kevin, he pretty much does the camera work for History Delights, but he went along, and that way he was able to record both me and Ray. So we kind of alternated tables. So Ray would interview one of the knife makers, and then the next table I would do the interview. But we're intermingled all throughout the whole thing. And when we got done with that, we went and had a very enjoyable lunch, and then. Of course, I have history delights. So while we were in the area, we went and visited a very historic fort called Fort Snelling. Was started to be built in the 1820s, and it has a great story to it. So
I was going to say, I think I've actually heard of that Fort Snelling. That sounds.
it.
Why would I have heard of it?
Well,
'Cause you laid the cornerstone.
yeah, that could be. So it's very historic and has lots of events that happened, associated with that fort from the 1820s all the way up through World War II. So
Yeah, it sounds familiar for some reason.
well, we built it in Minnesota. It's at the convergence of the Minnesota and Mississippi River, and we wanted to make sure that them redcoats didn't start coming down from the north.
Yeah, they're sneaky like that.
They were sneaky.
Can I just ask a question, sorry, before I forget? Is Mimo okay, and how's Terrell doing? Anybody heard how Terrell's doing?
I've not heard from Terrell. I know he had his surgery, was it Friday?
Just on
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah,
So,
but I've not heard.
so he hasn't contacted anyone yet, I don't think.
Right, that's
So-
fair enough. But I haven't heard of Mimo. Is he traveling again, or?
I haven't heard from Mimo
Yeah,
in
It's
a
been
while,
couple
so
of
I
weeks
don't
since I've
know.
seen him in the channel.
and
Yeah.
so I see Warthog is here. Oh, Warthog.
Oh, okay. Wardhog says Terrell is doing well. That's fantastic
Good.
news.
Good,
Thank you.
good.
Great news. Prayers are going out for him.
Yep. And
But I just wanted to say that he's talking about that White Hunter inspired custom.
yes.
Oh man, that thing was oh. I tell you what, those were some great knives all the way around.
I can identify with that, Mike. Sometimes you just need to get your head away somewhere else.
For
Yeah,
sure.
you do.
Yeah, and there you go. John, Dave is wanting to know. He's been on time for everything so far today. I guess it's just one of those lucky days, Dave. You just have to. Sometimes you have to buy a lotto ticket.
The poor man's living in fear. Them two boys are harassing him.
No, really?
No.
I don't harass anyone. I bully them intentionally.
Oh, there you go. At least if it's on purpose, you know.
Yeah, I won't lie about what I'm doing. I'm very truthful.
Now, Randy, on the other hand.
I'm glad to see Randy's here. I think he's seen the video, but I do have in the video I put up today, one of the knife makers had cut his hand pretty bad and had it all bandaged up. So I talked to Randy about that and pointed out, Randy, see, even the knife makers can have accidents, but keep the Band-Aids handy.
Yeah.
It was probably Randy that done it.
That's entirely possible.
Yes.
Oh, and I see Addicted to Blades is here.
Yes.
ATB, there was a master metal worker, master knife maker. This man really knew his stuff. I mean, he was working with universities and studying the metallurgy and all this and that. And he made a katana there. He had there. I was afraid to ask even how much that cost. That interview, I believe, is coming up on North Star Knife Reviews when John has it. Ray has a chance to put it up. You need to watch that one because I told the guy, says, hey, could you give a shout out for my friend Addicted to Blades? He loves katanas. And so he did. So make sure you catch John, Ray. Why do I keep saying John? Catch Ray's video there on North Star Knife Reviews when that gets posted.
And then everybody went silent.
And then everyone went silent.
We can't follow that.
Except John.
The community, I just want to thank as at large, because everybody who's joined up on the Discord, we've just got so much participation on there. Never would have imagined that it would have been as popular as it was. So just want to give everybody who's come onto there a big shout out, and hopefully they're enjoying themselves. That what they say about that is true, is if you get on there, you're going to be buying more knives than your wife wants. So just be forewarned, because there's so many great knives that get shown on there. And you're like, oh, I didn't know that was coming out. Oh, I didn't know that was coming out.
Or even, I didn't know that existed. I need to get one of those.
There you go. So yeah, just massive success on the Discord. And so thank you again to Slippy for starting that up. It's been a lot of fun. You want to throw up a link to that again? We'll
I'll check one in there now.
We'll promote that while it's on topic, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've been in there for 3 weeks now. I haven't met anybody.
I know, because you just don't pop in enough, buddy.
I get lost.
You know that Judd was in there and he sold some knives on there.
Yeah, he was there. He was telling me. I was watching it last night.
Even I bought one.
You know,
I think I'm posting it to you tomorrow.
You are correct.
So you look forward to it next month.
Well, aren't you sending over knives that you want to take to the Blade Show? So you won't be taking any knives down.
Yeah, you might get this one on time.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit, would you, Patty? The knife show coming up.
Yeah, it's a knife show, very much like Tom's. I think it's mostly custom makers, but there is, like, Heine Haynes is going to be there. There's a couple of local dealers who sell on Etsy, and a couple of smaller dealers, but not very many. I believe it's mostly custom. But the reason I'm going to enjoy it so much is the people that are going. There's an awful lot from the Discord. There's an awful lot from the UK. YouTube crowd are all heading there, and we're all going to meet up. I just cannot. At 7 sleeps, I'm like a child. I cannot wait to get and meet people and just have a good old knife chat. It's the first time I've ever been to a knife show. I am beyond excited, and that's genuine. I really am. And we're meeting Dan there as well. If you remember Dan, he used to be on the show. And then on the Thursday after we come back, Dan, and I'm going to invite Slippy, who's going to the show as well. And we're going to come on and tell people about the show, show some knives that Dan and Justin can buy because nobody else can afford them. So we can get on and just have a bit of it'll be a nice wee chat about it, I think.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
But it's a meeting the people. The knives are genuinely secondary before even. I love enjoying looking at them. Do you know what I mean? Especially customs, like Tom said. Some of them will not even bother asking the price because it's going to be out of my price range anyway.
Yeah.
But,
sure.
No, meeting the people is just, I cannot wait.
I told Mrs. Knife Delights that a member of the sisterhood tried to sell her out yesterday because I was at a table and I was holding this knife and I was like, oh man, I need to save my money for next year. And the knife maker's wife was standing there. She says, just buy it for a Christmas gift for a kitchen knife for your wife.
She's got it all figured out.
Yeah. She was just trying to help her husband out. That's all.
Yeah. And threw the sisterhood under the bus.
That's right.
You see, this is what annoys me. Everybody worries about it. My wife turns around to me the other day and said, don't worry about it, because I said I haven't managed to sell any knives yet. I just haven't got round to it. To take some money with me to buy something. And she said, don't worry about it. Just take it out of the bank so you can put it back in whenever you get a chance. What sort of a wife is that? That's just not fair.
The best kind.
It's terrible. That thing to say to a knife nut, just take it out of the bank. It's all right.
Yeah,
So
you know what
J.O. Ventures in here?
I do not see J.O. Ventures.
Oh. It's going to give him a hard time. That's why I kept saying John instead of Ray. He's on my mind because Ray and I saw some excellent leather work also that go along with the knives. And some of the knife makers did their own leather work and some others had the sheaths made for them. But there was rattlesnake in the middle of it, rattlesnake skin in the center of the sheath. And it was just gorgeous.
Nice.
And we met another, he was a younger man, and he's, I think, been making them for a couple years or that. He says his 6-year-old daughter picks out the wood for the handle materials for his knife. So it was so neat to hear that, there's a father having something to do with his daughter, a shared interest. So it was just wonderful all around.
Yeah. So I have to say, leather, like this, that Bark River I got last week, the leather work on this actually adds such a lot to the knife itself. Like, look at that welt, and it is beautiful.
Here, let me bring that up full screen, Patty.
I just think this is absolutely, this is stunning. And like, this is really not new. This is been carried a fair bit, but look at the welting on it is just beautiful, and it really adds to a lovely knife.
Yes.
And when you get the blooming people who are talented enough to make the knife, and then they can do the leather well, that's just ridiculous. You shouldn't be allowed two talents.
Yeah, you're right. You look at this knife and you're like, all the planning, all the work, choosing all the right materials, and getting that knife just almost perfected. And then on top of it, having the time and the talent and the skill to make an equally stunning sheath for it. It just, blows you away.
It really is.
And, I was looking at some of those and, $400, $500. But when you think about the time it took them to make those, they're probably breaking even, probably.
No. They don't earn big money. They just don't.
No.
Unless they're at the very, very top, where they can get a company to make a lot of their knives that are cheaply sold, but they get an income from them. Then they can spend a bit more time in development. But most of these boys are just knocking knife after knife to get a month's wages in.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of them doing it at a loss for a few years until they get a name built up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, I would think of how many knives you start on, maybe with an expensive steel or something, and you mess it up and you got to start all over, and you've spent all that money on that metal, and maybe you can make a smaller knife blade out of it or something and reuse it for something. But I'm sure there's a lot of mistakes that are paid for along the way.
Everybody you see being interviewed say their waste bin is probably the most expensive part of their workshop.
Yeah.
But it'll be lovely to see custom knives, face to face as well, having a chat with a maker and asking things like, how long would it take you to make a knife? And just the simple little questions, but nice to hear.
Will Ashley Harrison be there? I would imagine.
No, he's not going to be. Ashley, see, that's it. Ashley's not a custom knife maker like you think of a custom. He's a little messer, which, I mean, they work for a big company but make their own custom knives on the side.
Okay.
So his spare time is making knives for his custom, for his custom orders. It's not somewhere. His books have been closed now for well over a year.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have time to take any orders anymore.
Right.
And he has a lot of people that have been buying off him for years who naturally take, they were buying knives when he needed the money to keep on at it. So they get preference to a lot. Although I can't tell you anything, but I have I'm so excited about one that he's doing for me. I don't know when I'll get it, but it's a different one from Ashley's normal. And I am so excited. I just had it confirmed there tonight. So
this will be his first Victorinox.
Yeah, and he's going to use real plastic scales.
Wow. Now that's really taking it to the next level.
They're not imitation plastic?
No. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you see, if anybody ever asked you to have a knife made in Ultim, make sure you've seen it first before you buy it, because, oh my God, I couldn't get the grips with that. I couldn't see why, and that's really terrible, but I couldn't see why anybody would want Ultim.
That's what I said last week. It just looks cheap.
Yeah.
And
for you buy a high quality knife, you don't want it looking cheap.
I did not like that handle material either. I don't see the appeal.
Yeah, I got my new one this week. I done a trade. A fella actually bought this knife from frame our knives. He sent it to me, and I sent him mine. He wanted the Ultim. And like, fair play, if you like it, that's everybody likes different stuff.
Right.
So that's what I got now. The blue carbon fiber. Absolutely. Yeah. It just finishes this knife off. This is a super sod buster.
Yeah. Yep, I like how that looks too. But yeah, I agree with you. I did not care for the look of the Ultim.
No. And I asked for it because it was a new modern material. I thought, well, try it and see, because if you don't try, you know.
Right.
But it's very fortunate. Like, I'm getting it for nothing. I mean, I can try anything. And even if I keep it, it's, well, it didn't make it a bad knife. It just wasn't visually nice to me.
Right. Yeah, I understand that for sure.
I thought that was going to be banned from today's show because we're doing budget knives.
Who is going to be banned?
Jack Wolf.
Why would they be banned if it's in your budget?
I was going to say that's low end for Patty's budget.
I said under $100.
I did say that 100.
That's all.
Well,
but he did get his for under $100. So
yeah, that's all.
Thrifty, they've got a loophole because they don't have dollars anymore. Remember?
That's
so
right. They got pounds.
Technically, it's $0.
Pounds.
Yeah. Here we go. Carving Steel says it best right there.
Yeah. Well, to me, that's it. But again, you have to respect other people's choice of what they think is attractive. Otherwise, we'd all be married to the same woman.
Would we now?
Yeah, I was going to say that'd be kind of
weird.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never say, get out of the way, Patty.
Yeah, but you're not very good at standing in queues.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Oh, more money for the therapy there, John.
Yes, sir. Let me get my change out.
Yeah.
Oh, Patty. What am I going to do with you? So you're looking forward to meeting all these people, but Tom's not going to be there. Is that the reason why you're so delighted?
Yes.
Oh, and you even used delighted. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's not like, I wish Tom had been able to come, or what about old TK? He would have been great to meet. Oh, I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon to meet these people.
Well,
not a mention of any of these Americans that don't get to come over.
He wants to meet nice people, John. He doesn't want to meet us.
Yeah, but at least I'm going to understand what they're saying.
I figured it out, John. He'd rather hang around with people like Junior.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but you're the only nation that put up little cards when you want to say something. Well, I'm not used to that sort of thing.
Well, who could get a word in with you in here? I don't know. Well,
Jesus, Patty's in the seat tonight.
Nah.
Don't show your knife.
I love you. I want to come over and see. I just wish the feelings were mutual.
John, we can do online stuff. Don't worry.
Oh.
I don't want to see you guys do online stuff.
I was thinking we need to turn the ship.
Leave it to Slippy to make it into X-rated material.
I didn't say anything. I just said couple words.
1,500 negatives.
1,500 negatives make a positive.
So who did a good review this week?
What are you saying, Tom? Am I Patty's junior? Well, you said it, I
didn't. You'll be my senior, not junior.
Oh, good.
Oh, boy.
We need to get in sync, Tom, and do the over the moon at the same time. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I tell you, it's over the moon.
Oh, Jesus, this show's gone even worse.
I'm telling you. Now we just need to get you guys to get the shamrock lapel pins so you can be part of the Patty Club. You know.
I'm still waiting to get a wee knife to send to wee Judd.
Oh, come on, John. Show us your cheap crap.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. He's
man.
going out with both barrels.
We've got a knife snob in here, sir.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Woo.
Yeah, North Star Knife Reviews. You got that right. Must be drinking a little Irish coffee over there.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then
That's one thing you wouldn't want to see.
yeah, and Warthog wanted to know
you own
where's
one
your,
of these,
where's your
don't you,
pot of
Patty?
gold. I think his pot of gold is waiting to be dropped off at the knife show. What you got
There you go,
there?
Patty.
That looks nice, John. That's
I
pretty
reviewed,
sure-
I reviewed one of them this week. A soy belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
See,
you
you
own
don't
one of
even
these?
watch my bloody channel.
I watch it when I can, get to it. There's a cheap one for you, buddy. Pretty sure you got that one.
No,
What else you wanna
no.
see?
Haven't got that one.
You don't?
No.
What about this one?
I've got a vintage Tony Bose one.
How about this one?
Nope. I don't have a Case Barlow, would you believe?
I can't believe it.
I gave mine 2 away and I've never replaced them since, but I really want to get one now.
You got a 75.
No, I haven't got a 75.
What the hell do you have?
I've only got wee delicate hands. John,
got one of these, don't you?
Have you got one of these?
I can't see. Will you show me the middle finger?
I wasn't, but I am now.
All right. What about one of these, Patty?
Oh, I just took you off of the
That's all
solo
right.
layout.
We'll go small.
No,
He can see
Almost.
that.
Oh man, we stopped at Cabela's on our way home, just south
Yeah.
of Minneapolis, and I saw that very exact case fin. Oh
Yep.
man, I was so close to buying that yesterday.
Oh, Tommy. That had to be tempting, I know.
It was.
no, I've got the expensive Rough Rider version.
Okay.
Well, I'm just disappointed though, John.
What's
I
that?
got to get a hold of Jersey Knife Guy. I can't believe what he sent me.
Oh, he
You know,
sent you something? Have you seen
yeah.
Have I seen
You
it?
know that old saying, ignorance is bliss?
Yes.
Well, for all this time, I'm holding this knife in my hand and I'm just loving it. And I didn't realize that Pete had sent me a piece of junk.
Oh.
I was loving this knife. Just gorgeous, beautiful. But it's junk, I guess. So,
No,
Pete, I can't believe you sent me a piece of junk. Nah, look at there. That's that Rough Rider Reserve.
oh yeah.
Isn't that like the best $40 knife ever?
Oh, man, it is
Absolutely.
gorgeous. It really is. And then J.O. Ventures made me this nice slip. And he didn't know that I got this knife from Pete. They both the slip and the knife arrived the same day, separate packages. But this just fits right in this slip. It was just a match made in heaven. I'm over the moon, I tell you. I'm over the
I
moon.
tell you.
Right, I'm going to smack somebody.
You have your wee shillelagh. Oh, you were going to show us your blackthorn walking stick too.
Oh, yep, I have.
You should grab that for sure.
There you go, Don.
Up. Piece of trash, TK. just a junky knife.
I guess mine's no good either.
No, junky knife.
Oh my.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
the K now.
see this. Now this is a proper walking stick.
Oh yeah.
It's a beauty.
Yep, it is.
Look at that there. just what a gnarly, knobbly bit of wood. Isn't that just beautiful? It looks like a duck's head.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this one for my wee wife, and I actually have to get it modded. I don't know whether she's grown or it's shrunk, but it's about an inch short of what started. So I need to get it fixed at the bottom, get a wee addition put onto it, but it's beautiful.
That's really nice.
There's people, and that's what they do. They make them all day long and they sell them to American tourists mostly.
Yes. Yeah, because
You know what they
we all
put
want
the
one.
bottom of most of the ones I see, Patty. You see what they put on the bottom of most of the ones I see is a tennis ball.
A tennis ball.
Yeah, they cut a hole in the tennis ball and put it at the end so it doesn't damage anything when you're
It doesn't slip.
It doesn't make a bunch of noise.
You'd look like a right dork though, wouldn't you?
Welcome to America, Patty.
Welcome to America.
Did I say that out loud? My subs have just plummeted.
I've just come back
the American ones, and you didn't care
walking
about them
sticks.
anyways.
Yeah.
I thought this was a knife channel.
I thought I made a good suggestion, but apparently I'm not good enough again. Now he's a cane snob.
Well, did you have a knife to show, Matt, or would you like me to go?
You go. I need to get some stuff out.
Okay, sounds good.
I gotta go get something too, RJ.
I'm afraid now, Tom. I really am. Here you go. The little Rough Rider lockback. This is it's made of brass. One of the best $5 knives you're gonna find. I mean, I love the shape of that blade.
Boy,
I got cocky. I'm not cocky.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
That's what Jed said because you won today's contest. And if you don't mind going up in price, here's your $6 Ozark Trail special. I don't know when Walmart's going to come back with these. I think that they should remake them for this year's Christmas. I think these things sold like hotcakes. There's one thing I know about capitalists: if it sells, there'll be more next year. Yeah.
Yeah. Or perhaps they'll introduce a different one that's similar.
That is very true. That is very true. But another knife that is not very much farther up the tree, they had these for, I think they were $10 at Tractor Supply, the Old Timer Bruin. Or was it the, how do you say it, John?
Brun.
The Brun?
The Brun, yeah.
The Brun.
Great lockback. And if you really want to get fancy, then you can get the D2 version, which, these were crazy on sale over the summer. What were they, down around $25, John?
They were 17 something on Amazon.
Yeah, they've really dropped the price on these. So if they still have prices like this, D2 blade, you get the pack-a-wood handle, just a really lovely lockback. This is one of John's favorite knives. I'm sure he had it to show. Also, sorry if I stole your
it's
thunder.
one of the favorite ones I bought this year too. I have to say, it's a lovely.
Yeah,
knife.
I mean, it's just a fantastic knife. It really is. So there you go.
Yeah, just
We got
the
some
Walmart
knives.
one handy. There you go.
Yeah. Here, I'll bring you up so you can.
Yeah, I think, maybe do something really similar to this and just have another really good budget. What was it,
Well,
$6? Something
Yeah,
like
it was
that?
$6 for that knife last year at Walmart. And I would imagine, like I said, every year around Christmas time, Ozark Trail comes out with a whole bunch of new knives, and they probably will bring that back because I think they completely sold out of those all throughout the Walmart supply system.
Not that I'm used to becoming a controversial sort of a character, but
Since when?
when you've got one that's pretty good and all that, would you actually want to spend another $6 on another one?
Well, I'm interested to see what else they're going to come out with. But a lot of people missed that knife. Most people on YouTube were able to get one, but I've had lots of people say that they're still looking for them, and so.
Yeah, I'd do it for the channel, just so that because this was pretty popular,
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think of a polite way.
It's not something that I need.
No, I understand that. It's just, sometimes because I'm not a steel snob at all, as anybody knows me. I couldn't care what the blade steel is. I do like getting different ones, but I don't think it holds an edge for much longer than a stroke. Is that true, or?
I've used it for probably a month off and on, and I've only stropped it just a couple times.
Yeah,
right?
It's been
but,
fine.
I'm not doing anything heavy duty with it.
No, I don't either.
I don't know what steel it is. It's probably a 3CR,
POT.
I would imagine, or 440 something, or it could be a 420.
Yeah. POT definitely. Yeah.
But it'll work for what you got going on. It's not.
Do you know what would scare? What would frighten me is if I got knocked down and they take my trousers off and find that in the pocket, and there's a camera crew there. My whole channel would go down the drain completely.
Or your ratings could go right through the roof. You never know.
I don't think we're going to be able to do a budget show today, are they?
We are. Would you
might have to lose one member.
Okay, here's a budget.
All right, it's Slippy's turn. He's been waiting forever.
Yeah,
what you got, Slippy?
You want to show us a knife?
That's a great choice.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, because I picked it, and it's a sow belly, and it's D2. Nothing not to like. Black micarta. Is it orange or red underliners? I'm not entirely sure. I can't really tell.
It's orange. Yeah.
It does have a shield, and then John, you'd be pleased to know I did clean out the D from last time on the shield.
You cleaned your D. That's good.
I cleaned my D on the shield. Yeah. I realized after I said it how awful it sounded. But
that sounds
John,
really bad.
John, I cleaned my D next to the 2. Look.
That's hygiene.
But yeah, you got D2 steel. It's just really great. I know Toad has this knife as well, and he really enjoys it. Fit and finish is fantastic on it as well, which is one of the best things really when you get a budget knife and it's done that well.
Yeah,
there's no
that's
gaps
like
or anything.
$15 on our Chicago Knife Works. I want to say.
Yeah, I think I paid maybe £20 for it in the UK, but even that is an absolute bargain.
What have you got to say about that one, Patty?
It's a lovely knife.
And then it does have that, and then there we go.
It's got nice steel.
Thank you, JB.
It's got nice steel, good fit and finish. What could you complain about that? There's nothing.
There's nothing to complain about it. It's fantastic, and the micarta is nice and grippy on it. Really well done. I can't fault it. So if you haven't got one, go buy one, Paddy.
British
I
buyers.
haven't got one.
Buy
Do you
one.
know what? I made a mistake. That when that series came out, I bought the Trapper, and when I got it, it's about this bloody length. It's huge.
Well, they actually had.
It had a big bendy blade, and
that was the jumbo Trapper because they had 2. Because I have the standard.
And I bought
Trapper,
it not thinking it was going to be anywhere near that size.
Right.
Was the jumbo in the name not a clue?
No, not when you only look at pictures.
The words.
Okay, save us, Tom, from all this controversy.
I want to get back to talking about quality knives. Okay.
Yeah.
Get a little bit serious here, just a little bit. We have a lot of viewers are here want to see our knives and have a nice sane discussion about our knives. So I'll try to bring a little bit of.
Well, they've come to the wrong place for that, then, haven't they?
What's that?
A sane chat about knives, and they came here.
Okay, I tried.
Who made that noise?
That was John all over. That was.
No, it wasn't.
Hey, once again, a shout out to Ray at North Star Knife Reviews. When we met yesterday, he gave me this Rough Rider fixed blade, and it is gorgeous.
That's awesome.
It is model number 1644.
I had
So-
that very knife.
That is a great looking knife. And before I get cut off here, Ray also gave me this Grandway knife. And he wants to turn this into a traveling knife, so I'll get this reviewed. Any channels that would like to review this knife, I shoot an email to knifedelights@gmail.com. We'll get you on the list. And while we're talking about traveling knives, we've got a couple of them out there already. I got my little Cutmaster Peanut. I think it's currently with Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. And I'm looking for a channel to send that to next. And we also have, what is that, the Hunter model, RJ,
Yes,
the Victorinox?
The
So if
Hunter
you'd like to
model,
review
and
that,
it's gone
that's
off
an
to,
interesting knife.
It's gone to Baxter's Blades to review.
Okay.
And then after
And-
that, we'll figure out who goes to next.
And Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, he has a fishing knife, an Imperial fish knife that he's sending to me. I'm going to do a little bit of a cleanup job on it, and he would like to turn that into a traveling knife. So the point of all of this, the point, if you get it, the point, the point to all of this,
You're really
Yes.
sharp, Tom.
Yeah.
If
Don't
any of
send
you
the case,
channels
so
out
there
there
is no
wanna-
point.
want to participate in these traveling knives, why, get an email to me at knifedelights@gmail.com. It's a fun way. If nothing else, it's an inexpensive way to be able to do a knife review on your channel without having to buy a knife, So we share these knives, we pass them around, let them travel around, and it's a lot of fun. So please let me know. I'll get you on the list.
Sounds good. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Tom.
Patty, I didn't hear.
Oh,
I think everyone said thank you, Tom, but you.
all right. Okay.
Well,
Okay,
Patty.
I'm sorry. The first knife you introduced that you were given, I had that very knife, and it's a lovely, big, weighty little knife. It really is a lovely knife.
It is. Yep. Oh, this fixed blade?
Yeah,
It is.
I got that one. Oh God, years ago. I don't even know. I might still have it in my other room, but
Yeah.
it is really such a weighty knife. It's lovely.
Yep.
It was only about super reasonably priced. I think it was about 13 or 14 pounds.
oh,
It was only about.
Tim, you got it.
Jeez, it's good to be popular.
Hey,
Hey, now that's a beard.
Hey, Tim.
There he is.
How you doing, Tim?
Yeah,
What's up,
there's an
fellas?
echo on.
Can you
You have
guys hear
two
me?
devices going?
You need to turn that other device
good. How
off.
are y'all? I do. How do I fix
Yeah,
this?
mute the other one.
Okay, hang on.
That's it.
That's better.
There we go.
Better.
Now we got it.
Yes, sir.
So
Now I can't
so,
hear you guys.
so
Hang on.
Dave was
Got
on
the
time.
Irish flag in the background, so I know you're catering to someone already.
Wrong
you guys
part of
hear me?
Ireland.
It's not the
Can you guys
northern
hear me?
one.
Why
Yeah.
would he do that? This isn't Patty's show.
Oh, you picked a bad week to come on this channel.
Save us, Tim. Save us.
There's
You-
been
You guys
damn near
hear me
big
okay?
stuff all morning.
You came
The
late.
real
so-
Ireland.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I've never done this before. Sorry for the feedback. I was trying to film on my phone and watch the chat on the laptop because my webcam is all wonky. So we're just going to do it on the phone today.
That's clear.
All right. That works.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys, RJ, inviting me on here. This is awesome. I feel
Yeah.
like there's a whole bunch of knowledge on this panel, and I can learn.
You've come to the wrong show again.
And a lot of BS too.
Boy, will we disillusion you very quickly.
Yeah, right.
You've got the wrong live show, Tim.
I do have to take exception I went back. I missed the live stream last week, but I went back and watched it to try to determine what I was in for today. And I have to take exception respectfully with something somebody said. I think it was Slippy said, "This is everybody on this panel is ugly." I disagree. I think this is the most handsome panel on the internet. Much better looking than those dudes on The View.
Hey, Tim.
With much better beards.
Tim, real
Exactly.
quick, what's the full name of your channel, Tim?
It's Tim's School of Fish.
Okay.
I'll explain that. That's weird, I know, but there's a story behind that.
I had never heard of your channel until I come on tonight, so I've subbed to you. So you've got another one. And RJ, well, it's nice to get another channel. I love getting new channels, so I'm looking forward to catching up on your past.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Well, go ahead and introduce
Florida,
yourself, Tim. Maybe not everybody knows who you are or what your channel's about, and now's a good time to go ahead and knock out that introduction.
Okay, my name is Tim. The name of my channel is Tim's School of Fish. The story behind that is I was a high school teacher and a football and a track coach for 20 years. I'm retired now, but my channel was originally fishing and fish keeping. I had a bunch of aquariums in my classroom. I taught science. I started with like 2 aquariums, and then kids started donating them to me because, you know, their parents are like, get rid of that, give it to your science teacher. So I had a classroom full of aquariums and fish. I would do some fishing shows, and a lot of the videos were filmed in the classroom, right? So fishing channel, filmed in the classroom, Tim's School of Fish. Made sense. Then I retired from teaching. I had back surgery. I can't really fish as much as I used to. So I was off of YouTube for like 3 years. And then I was like, I want to get back on there. What can I do? I love knives. So I guess it was probably July, I started doing knife stuff. And, it's been good so far, but I don't know if I should keep the name or change the name. You know what I mean? Because I had about 1,000 subscribers before I took a hiatus, and then I came back. So I don't know.
Well,
what do you guys think?
If you just review fish knives, you just have to add the word knives to the end of it.
Yeah.
Tim's School of Fish Knives.
Fish knives.
And
I would
just-
run out of content pretty quickly.
Just,
I
just
would
review
just,
fish knives.
I would just leave it like it is. You're already established, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
go from there. People
Yeah.
do that. They start a channel, and they also start doing other kinds of videos and stuff. And your audience will either stay or leave or grow or whatever it's going to do. And
I lost a few. I knew a few of them would jump ship when I completely did a 180-degree pivot.
right.
But I think since middle or end of July, I've gotten like 600 new subscribers. So
Fantastic.
I'm doing something.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so
Most of the
Byron
time-
Kennedy has to ask.
Most of the time it's being goofy is what I do. Do I catch many fish? Well, they call it fishing. They don't call it catching. So yeah, I've been skunked plenty of times, but I don't get to fish as much as I used to. So yeah, I don't catch many fish lately.
It's funny, me and RJ were just saying the same thing. We were fishermen before I got into knives. I was into fishing, and I haven't been out in years now.
Yeah.
I haven't been out in years.
I used to really be into pheasant hunting, and so it's called hunting. Yeah. So, but I participated in a groundbreaking new method of pheasant hunting. Mine was the shoot and release, because I would shoot and they would keep releasing.
And they keep going. Yeah,
Nice one, Tom. Nice one.
that's good.
So,
Yeah,
what sort of knives do you like to show on your channel? Because I haven't had a look at it yet. What sort of?
Well, you want me to tell you guys my knife journey? How
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear that stuff.
So when I was a kid, I was in Boy Scouts, and I think my first knives were probably, a case knife or something that was passed down to me. And I had a Swiss Army knife and a cheap little Scout knife or something. So I always had knives when I was a kid. And then I had this knife is really where it all started. This is
Here, let me bring you up full screen and then you can
Oh,
show
it's
it
not
off to
fancy.
everybody.
So that is a SOG Twitch 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just
I have
a
one of those.
little lockback assisted knife. It came out in about 2003 or something like that. And I carried that in my pocket for almost 20 years and it looks like it. And then, I wasn't really collecting knives. And then I guess it really sort of all started with not this exact knife, but the Civivi Elementum and then the Praxis. And then it was budget knives like most people for a while. And then before you know it, it was $300 and $400 knives. And then
Yo!
I know. I saw the discussion.
He's
about
telling
that
his story. He's telling his story.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's visual aids. He was a
TK,
teacher.
do not prejudge here. Give the man a chance, TK.
Don't judge me. So then it was traditional slip joint knives, Rosecraft, some, other stuff, Rough Rider, and then most recently vintage stuff. So I think I just kind of started in earnest maybe 2.5 years ago. And it was really just modern knives for a long time. And that community is different, knife community. Those guys that are strictly into modern knives, it's different than this community. It's not bad. It's just different.
But we still let them in some, Tim. We do have Patty here after all.
Yeah. So I really love both. But then, I was like, I grew up with slip joints. That was the knives that I loved initially when I was a kid. And now I just love them. I'd rather have a slip joint or a traditional knife than a modern locking knife. And just recently, and you guys' collections are very enviable of all your vintage stuff. I've just recently started getting into that, trying to chase down some of those vintage slip joints. So that's my story.
And that was a good one too.
Tim, do you have your email on your channel page?
Yeah, it's on the channel page. It's in the description of every video.
We can get in contact with you? Okay.
Sure. It's timschooloffish@gmail.com.
There you go. And I encourage all the channels out there, please get your email address up on your channel page so that if another channel wants to contact you, we can get a hold of one another. Because like with the traveling knives and this and that, it's nice to have an email address.
Yeah, I saw Terry had one today. I think it was a fish knife or something.
Yeah.
And I was going to do it, and I looked in the description. I didn't see his email address, so I'll get it from you guys later.
Yeah, you bet.
And not to steal the show, but can I take exception with one more thing before you guys?
As long as
you're the guest.
As long as it's up with Patty.
You're the guest, Tim. You go right ahead.
I have to agree with Patty and disagree with John and Matt.
Yes. Yes.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Let me see what we got going on here.
All right, next show, fellas.
That is not a butt plug, John.
What isn't?
That's what you called it.
No, I didn't say that was a butt plug.
No,
it was a different one.
That's a rosebud. Yeah, he was talking about.
Here, I'll show him the butt plug.
Congratulations on your win this morning. I was driving back from church.
Thank you. There you go.
I like that though. I like that.
It's not bad, but it does look like
Well, I don't know.
Well, Patty does, and he told me, so I'm going to take it.
But
no, I showed you.
Now that Patty told us, we can't unsee it.
Told me, it showed me.
This, I believe, is an absolutely amazing little knife. Honestly, it is absolutely beautiful.
You guys
are blind.
Really
Y'all are trolling.
Oh,
we're not trolling. It's an exceptional knife. Its ergonomics are outstanding.
Aren't
One
they?
knife I point out
RJ,
in like
we're being
thousands of
trolled.
knives.
It looks like it wouldn't be comfortable till you put it in your hand, and it just the best box opener. If you want something, it's short, it's stubby, it's stocky. It'll just do anything.
This is
It's a good
better.
No,
Yeah, that's a good one too. I like that.
That's better than the what?
No.
What is it called? That modified thing.
everybody's
blade?
allowed their choice,
Kayak.
and you've got the right to be wrong.
What
Yeah,
blade
you're
is that
allowed.
on
You're
the
allowed your own
kayak?
opinion. It's just a shame that you're wrong about it.
But
What blade is that
now
on the
I have to take exception with Patty and agree with Slippy. D2 is all you need, fellas. D2.
No,
Yeah, sure. And so,
There's no point in anything else than D2.
I'm not a
I'm
steel
not
snob,
bothered
Patty.
by stainless steel.
We did
everything's
have a
backwards.
question that is an excellent question from Ant, who wanted to know what's the best route to go to get into vintage knives, where to find vintage knives, and stuff like that. And that's a great question. Tom, you're all over that one. So let's. Do you
Something
want
I
to
can
take
Sells
this
old
one,
knives.
Tom?
Great
Tom's
vintage
our
knives.
local expert.
If you have an antique store around, I just love going to the antique stores. You can find some vintage knives, the old Imperials, and you can find some case and some bucks, although they tend to run a little bit high in some of the stores. But the old Colonials, the old trades, you can buy them for just a few dollars, and you can get them and have them in hand and study them and compare them. And that's what I really love to do. Yeah, just like that one. What's that one there? Is that a peanut?
that is a Providence. Yep, Providence Cutlery Company. I think that it's from the 50s, but I mean, it's not in great shape. It's got a beautiful patina on it. I got it for $4 at an antique store. It's just the stories this thing probably has to tell. This could have been somebody's first knife. He could have carried it his whole life. I think it's awesome.
And as
Randy also mentioned thrift stores. Mike Curtis mentioned flea markets,
pawn shops. Yeah, all the above. Yard sales, garage sale. Although I've never had any luck at those, but some people have. You don't spend a lot of money, and I like looking for the ones with tang stamps or manufacturers that are no longer in business and haven't been in business for many, many years, and I've never ever heard of before. And so there's some really neat tang stamps out there you can find by doing that.
Yeah, you can waste a whole day in a big antique store doing that stuff.
Yeah,
when I was there the other day, when I picked up that knife, there was a lady with a stroller, and she had a guinea fowl bird.
Mm-hmm.
And she was pushing it around in the stroller. I think I posted that in the sanitarium. That was the most random thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Just, you don't expect to see that every day.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, those guineas are weird looking birds, aren't they?
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
I was like, what the heck is that? And she was
That was
like,
terrible, Patty. I'm glad no one acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typical.
Gary, this is wrong. This is wrong.
I've just got to go back to the kayak because I can't disagree anymore with you, Tim. But you got to tell me what you think that blade is. What blade shape is that thing?
Well, it's a K-clip, obviously. Isn't that what he called that's what they're calling it. I have no idea. It's some kind of suede reverse tanto.
Yeah, it's a Spanto. It's a Spanto.
It's a Spanto, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Spanto.
It's definitely one that I've never seen. I've never seen that.
It's one I never want to see again.
Yeah.
Oh man!
See if I can.
You want to know something?
You don't want to get a 940 Osborne either, then Slippy.
Yeah,
but in your defense, Slippy does have the kayak. Pull that out there, Slippy.
Yeah, I like the kayak though, which is nice.
But it's a different kayak. It's the other kayak, and it has a similar blade.
No.
Right? Does it not?
No.
Let's take a look here and see what you got.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
The same person drew them out. Andy Armstrong designed that one too.
Right.
I love Andy Armstrong's designs. I think they're phenomenal.
Well, his single blade ones are. I'm not too good on the multiple ones.
Yeah.
Too much of a gap.
Yeah, I love that.
I like them. I like the 2-layer ones are good.
Yeah, I
see
like
what you
that.
mean. There is a gap, but I mean, it doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm still trying to figure out why that's the only one they've released in that handle material.
Yeah, they should
I mean,
have done
they've had
everything
no
in
problem
that handle
repeating the handle material.
I think it wasn't long after that Andy was moving on.
Yeah, but
to Rosecraft.
Yeah,
that might be, but like, why would the handle? How would that, hinder him from having more of the same of that wood?
Well, yeah.
I'm changing my setup a little here.
As long as it's not an earthquake.
No.
I'm going to give you a budget knife that I think is fantastic. In fact, last year it was my budget knife of the year, and I swore I would just get rid of it once the next year came, and I would be looking for the next one. And I'm telling you, this is just amazing. This is a re-release. This is the Kaiser T1, but the original one was in titanium and S30V or S35VN, and it was very expensive. This one's was about £70 when I bought it, but I'm sure it was cheaper in the States. This one's in 154 cm, and the micarta is fantastic. It's quite rough and grippy. This is one of the best, and the action on this knife for a budget knife is just super. So for £70, I think this is one of the best budget knives.
I think that Kaiser has the best linen micarta. I think they do it better than anybody.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree. It is really nice to use.
So what's a budget knife to you, Patty?
To me, I think budget is somewhere now. It's moved up when I started. My God, when I started, about £30 was a budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a high-end budget to what I was buying. But now I've moved up. It's around 75 to maybe 100 at a push.
Yeah,
100's pushing it a bit, but 75, 80. Some of the higher-end Rosecraft or the Rough Rider Reserves, that's what I call a good budget knife because of the steel they're giving you. The standard of the fit and finish is just phenomenal. So to me, it's worth maybe passing over 3 cheaper ones to get that one good one because I think they're that much better at that price. But that's, again, just me.
I agree. It was about the same for me. It was like $30 and under, then it was 50. Now it's probably 75 to 100, somewhere in there,
Uh-huh. But I mean, it's one of those questions that always gets a debate going the wrong way. It shouldn't matter what your budget is. It's your budget, and it doesn't. Nobody's the right to tell you your budget's wrong. And if you're buying the best you can for your budget,
budget's wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not going to stop me, even if it's not right.
All right. Well, I'm going to.
I think when you started out, you said you were telling everybody that 50 was, you couldn't imagine yourself spending more than 50, right? So, I mean, your ceiling at one point was 50, right?
Yeah. Well, that was an exaggerated stealing because I wasn't going anywhere near there. I was on Ganzos, I was on San Remo, things like that.
Right.
So, I mean, it really, but I'm the sort of person that when I start collecting something, I'll always start budget because that's the way I would do it because I'm tight-fisted. Well, it's not that I'm tight-fisted. I didn't always have the money to buy the higher-end knives. But as you get a bit older and you have that little bit more income that you're not having to supply kids with clothing for school and things like that. As you get older, you do have a little bit of extra money.
You just send them away naked now, right?
Yeah. I mean, swipe right and I'll be there. It's.
But speaking of that, Patty, Junior needs some new shoes. Can you send some money?
Oh dear.
No, I think that's
just
the evolution of it, isn't it, Patty?
I do have a lovely sway back slippy.
Yeah, that's the same one.
And this is going to be in the budget range. This was £100 I got it for on the secondary market. This is the vintage Tony Bose, and it's just an absolutely beautiful knife.
Yeah, that's nice.
Love that. Even though this is quite high, I could drop the kick on it, but I just wouldn't because it's a Tony Bose knife. Just hold it in a pinch grip, and it's absolutely perfect when you're using the main blade.
Yeah, that sheep's foot
I really
sticks
like
up a
this
bit, doesn't
style.
it?
Yeah. That was Slippy. You had that one in your showdown today with
the things like pea green or something, or like olive green, I think it was called.
Yeah. I think you lost that round.
Yeah, I lost most of the rounds. Let's put it that way.
That was awesome. I think that was a great idea. You guys should do that again.
Give it all to John. He was the one that came up with the idea.
Oh, that was great. That was very entertaining.
We had a lot.
Well, hold on just a second, John. I wanted to kind of make an announcement here at the 1 hour mark, and we're just past that. One of my favorite budget knives of all time, you guys know, is this Roper Pecos, and I just love this knife. It's just a fantastic knife. And I was over at Tractor Supply the other night and looked down in their budget bin, and what do they have there? They've got some Roper knives, just like this, the tumbleweed. And so I like this, and I told my wife, I said, "Wow, check it out! They got Roper knives here." And she says, "Well, do you want it?" I said, "Yeah, that'd be great. Let me grab it." And she goes, "Oh, there's two there. Why don't you grab a second one, and you can give it away on your show?" And I said, "What a fantastic idea!" So I thought, what the heck? Let's have a giveaway. Who wants a awesome budget knife?
It's going to cost you a fortune to sell to Ireland.
I guess so, but this will be for U.S. addresses only, please. 18 and over, all that good stuff. But I thought we could go ahead and do the good old numbers game and just guess. We got 40 people in here watching, so we'll go ahead and do from our number range will be from 1 to 100. John, I'll let you select the number that we're going to have between 1 and 100, and then
let me type something up here a sec.
Yeah,
was it 1 to 100?
1 to 100, closest without going over. Price is Right rules.
One guess only.
Yeah.
Well, you finally confirmed something, RJ.
What's
something
that?
I suspected all along. We now know who the brains behind your operation is.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Give all the credit to her. Are you kidding? Yeah,
that's pretty good. I've never seen those in a store.
Is that right? I hadn't either, to tell you the truth, but they did put those in the Tractor Supply. So I was like, wow, that is just fantastic. Yeah, go ahead and put up a start, Slippy or Tom.
Okay,
now, RJ, are all the Roper knives carbon steel? All of them?
No, they are not. Some are carbon, some are stainless. These are stainless. It does say it has a stainless blade. So this one does have the 1065 carbon, and so you have to look on the package and what the knife is, and so some are stainless, some are carbon.
Okay. I've been looking at those, and I think most of the ones that I've looked at are carbon steel, and I just wasn't sure. I don't have any.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should definitely check them out. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I like some of what I've seen, definitely. So I will definitely pick some up. No doubt about it. So what about you other guys? So that's your most recent purchase, RJ. What about your other guys? What's your most recent knife acquisition?
My most recent, hang on. dig through a load of drawers. This is my most recent.
Hi.
It's a Boca Barlow.
Oh yeah. I saw that on your channel the other day, I think.
Yeah, that's my most recent one. That's the thing I bought the most recent. It's outstanding, really. I think I paid 50 for it here in the UK. 01 tool steel, mirror finish.
Very nice.
I got this old cheap junk knife here.
All your knives are junk, Tom.
But
Yeah,
let me guess,
you know,
it's a
it's one
buck.
of those, I don't know, buck 110s or something like, I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. No,
Oh.
it's got some guy's signature on there. CJ Buck. Not sure who that dude is,
Awesome.
but yeah.
You mean some guy just graffitied it?
I
Yeah.
guess. And then they put something, you know, they marred up the handle here. It says 2023 Bourbon and Blades, 1 of 100.
Very cool.
So just one of them junk knives that, you know, you find in the bargain bin somewhere. Yeah.
Number one? Did you say number one
No,
of 100?
well, it's there. 100 of them were made, so it's
Okay.
one of 100 of them.
Oh,
They
I got
didn't.
you.
They didn't individually serialize them, but they.
Why didn't they make 110? What stupid people?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Red Hill Cutlery why they only ordered 100 of them, but that's what they did.
Jackasses.
Yeah, that's nice.
So,
For me, it was this one, the Ohio River Jack from C. Reisner. And this is actually a second, and I couldn't find anything wrong with it. But I wish that I had gotten the single-bladed version because this is a little chunky, right? It feels a little bricky in hand. But they've got that new Barlow coming out, the Lake Champlain Barlow, a big one.
It looks beautiful.
I think I'm going to grab that one. But, I mean, this is great. I just wish that I had gotten the single-bladed one instead of the double blade.
okay, we're at a stop.
Okay.
All right.
So go ahead, John. What was the number that you selected?
81.
Okay.
Hang on, checking. $76 is the closest so far. Oh, Singing Toad 81 for Tobias Gibson.
It's not even in here.
That's okay. He guessed for Randy's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he won for Randy. So this is good. It's been just another way we can lure Tobias to our show. So he got it, huh? Wow, that is amazing.
Did he really? 81 on the dot?
81 on the dot.
81 on the dot.
That's
So
awesome.
we'll go ahead and I'll send that off to Tobias. Then he'll be surprised. He'll be like, what is this?
Right.
Wow, Dave, you're 2 for 2 in our giveaways.
He is. Good job,
Wow.
SP.
That is awesome. Okay, well, I'll send it to him, and then he can go ahead and do what he wants with that. He can keep it or give it away. Yeah, Ken, you just missed it. You just missed it. Hey, El Phoenix, I see you're there too. Oh my. Okay, so before I rudely interrupted you, John, you were showing a knife, or you were going to?
And if we're on the topic of budget knives, I just feel like this particular series, of all the ones I've collected in the couple of years that I've had the YouTube channel going, it kind of stands out as being one of the best buys for what you're getting. Just feel like
It is the best buy. No, there's no question about it.
I agree.
Just this whole series was pretty good. Now these handles are kind of prone to crack if you're, not very delicate with them. With the pins being as close as they are to the edges on both this one and the Warncliffe, they could probably stood to have done that a little differently. But in any case, I still feel like they're really good value. They got the 448 stainless blades on them. Just a really beautiful knife for the money. And if you don't mind, the more budget end steels, then these are really, really good for what you get for the cost. So, yeah, that's my budget pick for the episode anyway. So there you have it.
That is a great series. I like it. One thing that I noticed.
It's a real great series.
I have to disagree.
No,
I have to disagree.
Uh-oh.
They're making declaratory statements that they cannot stand behind.
Oh.
Wow.
We have a marbles with ram horn.
Ah, there you go.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. And I got the toothpick. Beautiful.
How do you say that, Slippy?
It's a toothpick, John.
Toothpick.
Toothpick?
Toothpick.
Tuth.
Yeah.
That's with a capital Tuth?
The capital T, the Tuth.
I
Capital
just had to
J
be,
for jackass as well.
I just had to be nonconformist today.
Nah,
okay?
that's a great series too, though.
Yeah,
That
it
is
is.
good.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be non-conformist too.
Whoa.
I love
No.
I love the
Yeah,
canoe,
you, Steven.
and I know I'm not alone here. I love the canoe pattern.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful pattern. I love it.
It
I've
is.
got them in my collection, but I couldn't tell you the last time I carried one. And it's not because I don't love I love the aesthetics of the knife. I
I'm
love
the
the
same
two
way.
blade, but I just don't carry them. And
I'm the
how
same
many
way.
times do you go on Instagram and see somebody with a picture of a canoe? There's just so few, and yet everybody says they love them, but a lot of people don't carry them for some reason.
I carry one.
No reason, because it's a beautiful knife.
I've carried a buck canoe with the jig bone. I've carried it quite a bit. I love carrying it.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that there's an awful majority, because you very rarely see them on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think Prop Blast asked if the marbles has half stops. I don't think it does.
Well, let me.
Oh,
There
is
you
that
go,
the
Tommy.
pot steel, John? Is that the pot steel?
There you go, Tommy. That the one you carry?
Yeah, that's the one I carry.
Yeah.
There you go.
No half stops in the marbles.
Yeah, I didn't think it did.
No.
There's a beautiful one, and there's no reason why I shouldn't carry that knife, but yet I've never got around to carrying it.
Is that the case?
Yeah, it's the case with the metallic script on it. I just love this knife, but
How much
Yeah.
you
Send
want
it
for
to
that
me,
one,
I'll
Patty?
carry it.
sorry.
How much you want for that one, Patty?
Oh, I wouldn't sell it. I love it. I just don't carry it.
Mm.
I'll carry it. If you send it to me, I'll carry it for you.
Do you have the new buck and the burl wood handy there, TK?
Which
If
one?
not, I can dig mine out. But
Oh, I don't have the canoe in that yet.
oh, let me dig out mine.
I've been carrying this one quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a
lately.
nice one.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Been carrying that one quite a bit. I'll go back to that. That's a great one.
Yep.
Is it a cracky?
Yep. And then been carrying this one quite a bit
Oh, no, that's a knife.
Yep.
That is beautiful.
because I love those. I love that dragon scale.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a good one. So those have gotten quite a bit of pocket time for me lately.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I always carry a modern locking knife, too. I usually have two of them, a slip point and a modern knife.
Is that a real Telecaster back there, Timmy?
That's one of the Squire Telecasters.
Okay, the Squire. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the entry-level budget one. But it
Right.
sounds good.
Yep.
Just put some good strings on it and she'll
And you're a
play.
Liverpool fan as well?
I am.
Yeah, well.
Ah.
What are you going to do?
Well,
Well, I hate to tell you this. I'm a Tottenham fan. Who won yesterday?
Stop. It's because we got robbed because the refs are crooked and VAR is crooked as well.
Yeah. Sorry, we did win then, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah.
Cheated with help from the refs, but you won.
Yep, Slippy's got a good one there too. But this is the one, the new latest model of it with the burl wood.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep. So,
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
yeah. And then Slippy's got the wood grain. That's a great knife.
Yeah, sorry, Tim, you're going to have to get into the buck thing here. They nag you till you buy buck knives.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen that.
Resist it.
I don't know if Tom owns anything other than a buck knife.
Oh, he does. He does.
Yeah,
Buy
I
buck
had
knives.
That's really nice, Slippy. That's
Yeah,
got
I
a
like
nice green
that.
pattern to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was
really
just
good, that
thinking.
one.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, that looks good. Is that nickel silver bolsters on that, Matt?
Yes. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That looks sweet.
Another good one for a sort of a budget, really. Well, John's got one there. Go, John.
So another budget brand, a little higher end than some of these, Chinese-made things. This is the wonderfully English-made Arthur Wright and Son,
Yeah. Okay.
and these were, I don't know, $35 range, somewhere in there. But if I didn't have to continue to repeat buying the same knives, I'd probably have 100 of these. I like them that much. But then
It's one of the nicest clips.
I'd have Patty up my rear. Why do you keep buying the same ones? Don't you like different knives? I do.
You know,
I just like these.
That accent was spot on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was Sean Connery. Sean Connery.
Yeah, really famous Irishman, Sean Connery.
Scottish, Irish.
They just mix them all up together. I mean, you got to admit the UK is a collection of people that don't like each other very much gathered under one roof, right?
Same
I'm
as
just
the
waiting
US,
for Patty
really.
to do his Southern accent, and then we'll compare it to his Yankee accent and see how well he gets it right.
Would you like me to give you a little heads up on a really exciting new thing?
Why, certainly.
Well, I know most of you on here like
You're
Ashley
retiring?
Harrison and follow Ashley's apprentice, Beth, that we had on our channel.
Yes.
And we've done an interview with her. She was his apprentice. Well, she has now finished the largest part of her 5-year course, and she is making her own knives from beginning to end. She's just started this week. She's made I don't know, it was about half a dozen knives that are going out to friends and people she knows. And there's one on the way shortly to me. But she's not actually selling to order now. She's just started. This is her first. She had to make every single pattern that they make, if you like. So she's made them. I have to say, I'm really excited to get one of it. It's the first time I'll ever have had an apprentice work, you know what I mean? She hasn't got her own stamp yet, but that's coming in the future. She'll have her own stamp. But just to let you know, Beth has started making, I don't know if you ever watched it. It was I don't know whether you would have seen it. I've forgotten your name now. Tim.
Well, we Patty, or we Judd. We Patty, we Judd. One and the same.
No, I have never seen her. In fact, I only have one Sheffield-made knife in my collection. This is a Taylor's Eyewitness peach pruner. The
reason I brought it to my head is that's the knife that I'm getting from Beth. Was a peach pruner. That's what I'm getting in olive wood. So I don't have one of them. Never have had.
I need to weigh in with my expert from Georgia, Zen. Is the peach pruner the official state knife of Georgia?
It should be.
If it's not, I'm thinking somebody needs to put it in an application.
Do they grow oranges in Georgia?
No, avocados.
No.
Right.
Most of Georgia's too cold for oranges, but we've got oranges here in Florida, where I am.
It's the only second Floridian on the panel.
Who's the other Floridian?
He's over there next to you. It's the fake accent.
Oh.
It's fooling you.
I got you.
No. I kid. He's in Wales.
Well, it's a cold climate, but we have oranges in Iowa too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I go to the store once a week and get some.
no.
Jeez.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Nobody
Bad
laugh at that,
joke.
please. It was horrendous. Tom, put yourself in a timeout. Turn your camera off. Timeout,
Okay.
Tom.
Corner, Tom, corner.
He's in timeout.
Oh my. And he's even muted himself.
Have you decided on which pattern in the traditional world that suits you the best, Tim?
Yeah, sow belly.
I do like sow bellies.
See?
I like the canoe pattern. I also like these pruners, all different types of pruners. I like the half hawks. I think are great because I'm just a fan of that sheep's foot, Warncliffe blade shape in general. I think it's just a great all-around utility knife. You know, like this one that I've been carrying a lot with the Warncliffe blade. I really don't like any more than 2 blades on a knife. So Stockman's and Congress is just, I mean, they're okay, but I prefer, a jackknife.
Yeah, I think I make an exception for a 3-bladed knife as long as there's only 2 springs.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry, another exception. Buck do a beautiful Stockman. I better say that. Yeah.
You're
Buck do a lovely
obligated.
Stockman.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom's in the room. You better say that.
Yeah.
What the hell is that, Tom?
Tom's
Is that
got
a
something on
karambit?
You don't know what this is? Oh, this is an official Iowa corn pruner.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you knew that.
It looks more like a murder knife to me than a pruner.
Is that out of
That
Randy's
is-
collection?
That is a tactical pruner.
It
This is
came right out of
Assisted
Randy's
opening,
basement.
official Iowa corn pruner. Yep.
There's so many things that I
Right next
don't
to
like
that pool
about
of
that.
blood.
Yep. Always here to educate.
Is the pool of blood from his finger?
I
That's
don't ask those questions.
Yeah, there you go.
that's
I
It's
don't
best
want to
not
have to
to
go
know.
to court.
It's
Oh,
best
that's
not to know.
the Milwaukee Randy, that one, isn't it?
yeah. That's my closest thing to a
Hey, there we
karambit.
go. Now we're talking.
The fastback.
Reminds me of
funny.
another knife I'm very familiar with.
I have a fastback in my hand as we speak.
Oh, do you? I
I
think they're
do.
great.
I was going to show them as an excellent.
John, do you have a
Legit
special
knife.
knife like that?
I do.
But yeah, the
Yeah.
1505
Nice.
fastback. I mean, this is the modern TL29 right
Yeah,
here.
they're awesome.
Yeah.
What's the bit driver like on the back?
It's excellent. It has a half stop. It has a reversible bit, but you can put any 1/4 inch or 6 mil bit in
Do
there.
they sit too deep though? I always worry about that.
You know, I haven't really used any others, but most of them do have a little lock on there, and you
Stop
can
'em.
get the longer. They have the 1 inch and 2 inch
Right.
bits, so you can get some longer bits to put in there if you needed to. And it's got a half stop and a liner lock.
You could also use the Leatherman ratchet in there and have an extended. You'll extend
Yeah.
your bar and have a ratchet.
So then
Yeah.
it will
Yeah. It looks like a
Workers.
tradie's dream.
that too. So
RJ, as your producer, I have to officially interject here and
Yes.
remind you that Multi Tools was a show like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
right.
This is about budget knives here. Okay.
Budget.
Oh,
So
this
let's
is a
let's
budget
stay
knife.
on topic. Let's
This is
stay
a
on
budget
topic.
knife.
But no, that is a multi tool.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Yes, that will definitely cover shipping. I appreciate that a ton. Yeah,
All right.
I enjoy
Thank
that.
you, Mike.
So, yeah. See, even Sean says they're good. See, look, I'm gonna put that comment up because I have a good comment on that knife.
But you see, it's not a knife; it's a multi tool.
Okay, okay.
Most of the fastbacks, I think the 1505 that you have is the most expensive one. It's under $20.
Right.
The rest of them are like $14.99 or
Right.
$8.99. You know,
Exactly.
I mean, they're great beater knives.
Yeah.
I tend to baby my knives. You know, if I'm gonna do some kind of hard use, I'm not gonna reach for, this.
Right.
I'm going, even though this would probably do better, I'm just not going to. So, I mean, Milwaukee fastbacks are great beater knives. If you break it, if you lose it, you're not going to cry about it. You know, you just go get another one. And they're great. You know, they work great.
Okay, I'll get back on topic for you, Tom. I have
I think 1 Minute Knife Review said something like Tom is some kind of tool anyway, or some, I don't know. What was that?
You're a multi-tool. What are you talking about? You have multiple purposes. The best knife bargain for a long time has been this little Imperial Sodbuster.
Yeah.
These guys are still, I think, in the $10 to $12 range.
On Chicago Knife Works, they're like $7 at the moment.
Yeah, they were super inexpensive. Yeah, just a fantastic little knife.
I think that one's like $6 at Chicago Knife Works right now, and the little one, the smaller one, is like $4.99 right now.
Oh, is that right? Okay, well there you go. This is the smaller one, so this is $4.99 at
Something
Chicago
like
Knife Works. Yeah, definitely. If you don't have one, then you should get one. Another great Imperial model is their little small Stockman. And these things are really, I think they're generally under $10 also. It's got the little Imperial etch on the blade. But these are a really nice little knife. They have that kind of I don't know what you'd call it. It's not cracked ice. It's cracked ice if it's in the white, but I don't know what they call it if it's in the black. But it's really
I think it's cracked black ice. I think that's all it is. I think.
Yeah. So here's your. Let me get all three blades open here. Try to make it look some kind of a presentation here, but there you go. But
do you think they could have got Imperial any bigger on the blade?
Maybe, quite possibly, because they had enough room to put. They have Imperial Schrade and the blacksmith, hitting the anvil. So if they would get,
they
rid
really
of
went to town on that blade with the etches, and they went, "What else can we fit on here?"
Yeah, I mean, it's like if they took the blacksmith off, they could have actually made that font bigger. But, black ice. Yeah, Jerome just sit there. Here you go. So yeah, two great Imperial knives. Definitely in the budget category. Definitely, if you don't have these, I mean, you really should get them. I mean, they're just cheap as buttons. There you go. What you got there, Tim?
Little Imperial cracked ice. It looks yellow on the camera, but little baby Stockman. Like $6 or something like that.
Yeah, those are great.
Good little fifth pocket knife.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, if you're looking for a modern knife, a locking knife, I have to agree with what Patty said. Some of those Ganzos are excellent. They've come a long way. I mean, they used to be horrible, but the fit and finish and the action on some of what they're doing now, especially in that Firebird line.
Yeah.
Which, do they have those in the? Well, I guess they wouldn't. They're probably not legal.
You used to be able to get them delivered from China to the UK.
You can still get them in the UK if you know where to look.
Yeah. But they're great, and they've got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
They're not the best knives, but for $22, I don't think you can beat that value. It's D2 blade steel, G10. Some of them run on ball bearings, so pretty good value. Pretty good value.
The 440C they used to get in the older ones, which was I loved them knives. Your fingers used to bleed to get them broke in, but there was something about them. You had to sit and flick them just constantly. They were a nightmare in the beginning, but I still have a couple left from 7 years ago.
What you got there, Tom? Okay.
I think the Buck Bantam series was a very good budget knife. They came in 4 different sizes.
Yeah.
4 different sizes. a variety of handle color, cover material, different patterns.
And those
Easy
are
to
all
open. They were very sharp, very lightweight. Like I said, there's 4 different sizes of them for you to choose from. So you could accessorize before you're going. You can accessorize your EDC.
What handle material are they calling that? Like what pattern is
This
it?
is FRN.
No, what's the
fiberglass
design?
or
The design, I
GRN.
mean.
that's
The
the mossy
design, I
oak.
mean.
Those are antlers, deer skulls.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can see now. It's close wrap, yeah.
Yep. So you got that, and of course you got plain black, and then you got one here, and I can't remember what that looks like. You know, scales,
Looks kind of like
Dragon
snake
scale.
skin or alligator scale, something like that.
something like that. And then you got like the blaze orange camo, and I think this was that mossy oak or real tree right there.
Yeah, I
So
think
they
that's the
came in a
real
variety
tree.
of colors.
Yeah.
And Tom, I think all of those are under $20, except maybe the biggest one.
Well, they were. Now they don't produce them anymore, and the ones I've seen left over in anyway in brick and mortar stores are wanting $20 to $30 for them. I don't know online what's left. It's unfortunate they stopped making them because here's the little one as far as fifth pocket knife. They're a dandy little knife, just dandy. So, and these were what, $13 or $14, I think, the little ones here. So.
And then Camillus has some out where I'm at. You get them at Tractor Supply. There's one called the Rain and the Treads. They're like $14.99 or something like that. D2 blade steel, G10 bearings on the pivot for like $14.99. Those are pretty good. So I don't have any of those though.
Okay, I'm going to play the stupid game.
Okay.
Go on, what's a stupid game?
This is the knife you all need to buy.
The Dragonfly.
This is
Dolica.
The
this is the
Dolica.
Dolica with a real plastic clip. It's just amazing construction.
Is
It's
that locked up, or is that just the downward angle it's got naturally?
No, this is made for work, and this is made for hard work. This is
What
hard
hard
use.
work? What hard
This
work?
is made for hard use, and it costs under $5.
Does it
It's
bend when you
absolutely
can you
It
bend?
costs $1.
Can you bend it?
Yeah, you could.
How have you got that in your collection?
Well, I told you I love everything, John.
No, you don't.
Nobody believes me. Well, I had to get it to come on this channel.
He picked it up at the pound tree.
I had to fit in with some knife.
But yeah, now we can't get Dolica anymore because now it's the
Dolica.
Dolica 0.25 is the model we have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to be
There you
years ago on YouTube, you used to get issued one of these when you became a proper member.
Right. Yeah, I forget who.
That's
was
why
was
I've never
sending
been
those out.
issued one. I've never been very proper.
Yes, I see you, Matt. I see you, and I'm getting there.
So this is probably one of the best budget knives. I think it's the Bantam from Victorinox, 84 millimeter.
Garbage.
It is garbage. It's pot metal. Do you know? It's pot steel. 84 millimeter. 2 tools on there. You get the pen blade or the main blade, and you get this little combo tool. I think it's like $10. Is it, John? How much did you pay for yours? And it's £10 in the UK.
Got mine used, so I don't know.
How many inches is that, Slippy?
You have to measure that in millimeters. That's unfair, Tom.
Hang on.
I'll give you a guess: 2.5 inches, 2 1/4, 2.5.
No.
No,
I'm just teasing, Slippy. It's okay. I was just
no,
teasing.
we don't now. It's 3.4.
Which one is that, Matt? The Bantam, you said?
The Bantam, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Single layer, really small. perfect knife for anyone who just wants something really simple and cheap.
Yeah, it really is a good knife, and they make that in a Alox version also, right?
Yeah. One I don't have in the Alox is that one, but they do make a great knife.
Yeah, they are.
Now, Matt, I saw on last week's live stream, you guys were talking about brand loyalty. I see a lot of Victorinox on your channel. Would you say that's your favorite brand that you're most loyal to? Yeah. So that answers that.
What can you tell us about brand loyalty, Slippy?
Nothing.
Yes, I'd say at the moment, definitely Victorinox is my favorite brand. I think I have all the ones that are in production at the moment, all the 91 millimeters anyway. I've got a couple of 93s left to get, but I think pretty much everything else I've got this in production. I'm still sort of hunting the older ones though.
Has that
We'll see if we can pick up.
Has it always been the case? Have you always been into
Yeah.
those?
I've always had Victorinox. I've never collected them as much as I have now, but I've had this one. My father bought me this one for my 21st birthday. It's a Climber Silvertech. But
Nice.
I carried this as an EDC for maybe about 12 years, like non-stop. And it's still in pretty good shape. Like the blade's a bit worn down, it's cracked. But I've always had Victorinox. Just very recently, it's become more of an obsession.
Yeah. That happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, it's an easy rabbit hole to get lost in. That's for sure.
I think Jerome brings up a very good point.
What is that, Tom?
Victorinox has one major deficiency. They don't put any spade blades on their knives.
I thought that was a big pro about them.
We'll see you later, Dave. He's got to run.
Care, Dave.
Take care, Toad.
On down the road. Down the road with the Toad.
I'd actually grabbed the same knife. That was just 100% coincidence. But
the Bantam?
Yeah, I just give it a second opinion. It's just one of.
You just want something simple. It's got enough on there to do everything.
Yeah, it's one of many. I probably would grab the Wader if you're in the United States. That's like 17 for a new one. That's pretty good. That's about what you'd pay.
Is that the biggest of the single layer ones?
The Wader. No, I think isn't there a 91 millimeter?
There's a 90.
Yeah.
You can have. There's a solo in the 93, the Alox.
The Alox, yeah.
I don't think there's anything bigger in the 91. You can have a solo in Alox, just a single blade.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're going to get that, you might as well get the Swiss Army 2, and then you can have that little blade shape you like.
That one again, slap in the face
With the little.
Oh yeah.
Blade.
What's that one
called? The Swiss Army 2.
I like that one.
It's really great. This is perfect for like opening packages, things like that.
Yeah.
But you can just sort of stick the tip in and just drag away.
I have to say, I love
the electrician.
Yeah, I love the electrician. I've still never got one, but I mean, I've got lots of them, but I've not got an electrician.
Oh yeah, I like that one too.
I like that wee blade.
I just wish it had a key ring on it. I know it's nice to not have it, but I think I would carry it more if I had the key ring on it.
Now,
No. If you want the best of both worlds, if you want to have your cake and eat it too, you got to have a Swiss buck.
I was going to say.
Oh, a Zanger, you mean?
Yeah. Me and Oli, we like this the buck.
We like your Zanger.
That's more
We
German
like
than
our
Swiss.
finger,
I'll let you
yeah.
off.
We like our finger,
Oh, wow, we like your finger.
So
I'm
yeah.
actually showing a finger.
Randy, we like your finger.
Daddy, put your finger right here. The finger will find your finger. Yeah?
Yeah, that is cool though.
Yeah, they are pretty neat.
What do you think of the dangling chain?
Kind of a distraction. I don't care for it much.
So are you saying your Wenger has a dangler?
Yeah,
it gets in the way of him opening a wine bottle.
I have a very dangly vanger.
I think we're going to have a little guest coming on for a short appearance. Justin's
Okay.
just arrived with slippy knives for me to send, so he's on his way up the stairs.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
Does he need
Now-
help climbing the stairs?
No, he has stairs to get up the stair.
You don't have to throw down a rope or anything.
Tell him I've got a gift for him when he arrives.
He's coming in now.
I was going to say,
Here he comes.
let me bring this up full screen.
Oh, sorry. Did you get past
Hello.
it?
Hello.
There he is.
Hold on,
Hey.
Judd.
Judd.
Can you get there? No.
No, I'm not staying. Sure, for goodness sake.
Okay, now the show can start.
Exactly. The star has arrived, but again, I mean, I'm bringing your demographic down by about 30 years just by my YouTube good looks.
What about me?
Including Matt. I mean, Matt looks rough tonight, guys. I tell you.
Judd, you're the eye candy that we needed.
Oh,
But great show tonight, fellas. But honestly, I'm going to have to come back on and teach you guys how to behave because it's just not civilized. It really isn't.
Nah.
Think of the example you're setting the young ones, and I'm talking about him.
We try, Judd, but you know it's a lost cause from the start.
I get that feeling myself. Boys, absolutely cracking.
so all these in here are going over?
Yeah, they're going for Matt. Matthew, that is your box of tricks.
It'll be
Perfection.
coming in a different box, but that's the box that I got it in.
Okay, so
Yes.
all the best, fellas.
Sorry,
All right.
like you all the way out.
Judd.
All right.
I'd rather you have them anyway. So that's
Yeah. That's
Thank you.
lovely. Thank you so much. Speak to you soon. There you go. I just got 2 new knives. I just got this lovely little Barlow from Rough Rider. This is their new series, the turtleneck.
Turtleneck.
I love the turtleneck. That is an awesome series.
It's awesome.
Is it
I think I'm
I
going to
also
die.
got-
I think I'm dying. Help.
But I also got this, which is
Oh, Farmer X. It's a Farmer X.
it's a blue one.
It's a Farmer X, Stephen. Has it got a
I
sword and
like the
scissors?
blue
Yes.
one. Is that
It's
is
a
that
Farmer
a
X
new
to match
series?
my
Okay.
other blue one.
Nice.
And I have 2 of them. Well, that's not a Farmer X, but that's a Farmer X. So I'm really
There
happy
you
to get. That was one I really wanted. I have to say. And I see he had it up for sale, so I'll do a swap with him for something. Me and Justin, it's great. That's why it's great having somebody living beside you who likes knives. We can swap knives back and forth, and it's great.
Did you swap the turtleneck?
No, he gave me the turtleneck. No, he gave me the turtleneck. The other one I'm paying for, probably in kind, but
Just think how convenient it would be if you had someone that lived with you that liked knives. I've been stating that case over and over, and you keep rejecting me.
So show it again, Tim. We got another turtleneck.
I got
You got a turtleneck there.
Is
I got a
this,
couple
this
turtlenecks.
Tim's
I have
turtleneck?
to say this one's really nice. Yeah, it's nicely done. I don't think I've ever had a turtleneck knife.
Yeah, it's
Lovely.
not bad actually.
It
It's
really is different.
don't-
Yeah,
Don't you have a couple of those
one like that.
turtlenecks,
I quite like
John?
that sheep foot, or ram's foot, whatever that one is.
What was that, RJ?
Do you have a couple of the turtlenecks?
Yeah, not handy, but I do have some. Yep.
It's okay, John. I have some handy.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Let's go with it.
See, I have a sow belly turtleneck.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Nice.
I like the shield in it. The shield is really nice.
Yeah, so I have the sow belly turtleneck. I have the same turtleneck as Stephen. And I have a completely different turtleneck, which is the Congress turtleneck.
Oh, that's upside down, that one, isn't it? Yeah,
There you go.
I have to say it really is a nice pattern. Nice pattern.
Do you like my favorite turtleneck?
What's
I
your
do like
favorite
the-
turtleneck?
I do like the little Barlow now, I have to say.
Yeah, the Barlow's good.
That's a nice one too. Yeah.
And that's 440B, Stephen.
Is my turtleneck 440B?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, they
Well, that's
are.
my first 440B. That's a super steel, you know.
Yeah,
Is it?
That's what they say. What is your
this is
turtleneck
the
here?
boxcar whittler.
Oh, I think I
Nice.
also have that turtleneck somewhere.
Do
What's
you have
that
the
one?
boxcar whittler?
All right. That's nice.
Do you
Very
keep it
nice.
next to your Boxcar Willie albums?
That's right. Boxcar whittler and Willie.
It looks a big knife. Is it big?
It's chunky.
Yeah.
It
Pretty
looks like a
chunky.
big one.
Look at that spear point. Doesn't that make your spade blade jealous?
Oh, that's nice. I do like that.
That beats that spear blade that Patty's got by a mile.
That's a good looking blade.
Show him the little chody pen blade on the back.
Oh, yeah.
Jody pen blade.
Jody. That beautiful
I'm not
sheep's foot.
joking. Look,
I like that.
And then there's your chody pin.
see?
It is a little chody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got some great
really
blades
is.
on it. Great blades.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. There's a multi-blade. Just 2 springs, Patty. It'll fit nicely in your collection.
You've got it all, John. You've got it all, my
I
man.
know it. I know it.
I can
Finally
get
made you
that one.
happy.
I don't
took
like
me 3
multi
months.
blades, but I could do that one.
Yeah.
Now,
I like the blades on that. I've got a turtleneck in Matt's favorite pattern
It's
right
not
there.
really turtleneck. Do we have to keep saying it?
See you, boys. Done.
This is Matt's favorite pattern.
Uh-oh.
isn't it? Yeah,
Oh no.
I'm sure that I saw on the live stream that Matt said he absolutely loves a cotton sampler.
I believe it was the complete opposite. I said they were useless, pointless, and there's no need for them anymore.
What?
That's a
yeah,
fantastic.
When you're cutting with them,
cotton
it
sampler.
cuts and it gets stuck on the elongated tang. It doesn't make sense.
Well, you're not supposed to be cutting with the tang.
No, but it slides down to the tang and just stops.
You're penetrating too deep there.
He hasn't had that said before.
First time for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
There's one that's a budget beautiful.
Okay, let's see it.
Right?
Let's see it.
Budget beautiful. So you know
Yeah,
they've got the single bladed cases, but you don't have the money or the coin like Patty does. So you just gotta make do with what you can get.
That's right. Tell me how I do it, John.
So you find yourself the eBays, and you search around for sow belly, lockback, and then you get yourself a beautiful sow belly with absolutely no blades to contend with in the open position, so it's beautifully comfortable. And there's no more of these griping and groanings. Oh, but the blades are outside the channel. They'll hurt my tender little hand. So there you have it. Just like any other lockback with single blades, you don't have to worry about the other blades to contend with. But yeah, so that's super comfortable. And yeah, you can find these occasionally. They've got that denim one, a lot more common.
Do you mean this one?
Do you have that? Yeah, show that.
I have it. I have it handy. Yes.
All right, show that one, would you? There you go.
Well, you're nearly right. Fair play, tell you.
So the denim one has T10 carbon steel.
Oh, nice.
There's a bit of patina on there. I've used it a bit, not a hell
But
of a
mine
lot.
had a bone handle.
Yeah, yours does have boner, but mine has Tiners.
All right, S or T, who wins? No one's gonna respond. They don't care.
I didn't know if you wanted the guys in the talk box to answer, or if you wanted.
Well,
the
no,
parents.
I was talking about the talk box, but I'm getting zero response over there, so I'm just gonna assume they don't care.
Well, was there a question on the table?
Yeah, which did you prefer? This one?
Which knife do you prefer? If you were going to buy a knife, would you buy
Okay.
the one that John has, or would you buy the one that Slippy has?
Here's the right one. Put this in the mix.
I'd buy the one that Tim has.
Oh,
This
there
is-
you go.
All
This
right.
is
Wow.
the case Tony Bose.
I don't know. I kind of like the one that Slippy has, but I'm a
Okay.
fan
Got
of
the
that
carbon.
series
All right, I
from
got you.
Rough Rider.
No, John, I'd have to go with yours. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Sorry,
all right.
Flippy.
Yeah, me too.
There you go. You're one and one. Two. Oh, Tim went for Slippy too. Okay, go ahead, Patty. Tell them all about that knife.
This is the case Tony Bose with that lovely propeller shield and beautiful wood. And this is the copper, the sway. What is it? A sway belly copperhead or whatever it's called.
How
What do you want? It's a single-bladed sow belly.
Yeah,
What have
that's
you been
sway-
smoking?
The sway
Wait,
belly
hold on.
turtleneck.
And
It's
the
got a
same as
hidden
a
tang. It
saddleback.
looks beautiful. Look at that.
Has someone
Yeah.
changed your meds, Paddy?
I took tomorrow's as well at tea time. It's affecting me
That's
now.
why. That's
I like to keep a day ahead. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time you forgot what day of the week it was.
Oh,
What
You're
was
right,
that,
David.
Didn't you
Give
change
us
it
a
to
true-
Super
a
Tuesday
true
on
budget
Monday one
knife.
time? I thought you had.
Oh, yeah.
Patty forced me to. He's talked
He-
Tony Bose a couple times now. I had to break out a real Tony Bose design. There you go. Panama
Does it have a
tracker.
signature?
Huh?
Does it have a signature?
No,
It's not Tony
doesn't
Bose.
have to have.
Oh,
Yeah, that does.
yeah.
Got to have a signature. Is a buck without a signature?
Yep.
Hold on. No, sorry, you're wrong.
Yep. So there's a Tony Bose back pocket knife.
should stay in the back pocket, never come out.
Oh, that's a gorgeous knife.
That is a
gorgeous.
beautiful. I am envious of that knife.
Yeah.
I like it too. I like it too.
Yep.
All right,
One of the
you wanna show
ultimate budget
your-
knives.
You want to show your Frenchie special?
My French special.
Oh no, not the French again. Let's not go down that road.
He started it.
Let's just leave it there, Paddy. You've already offended
No,
enough nations.
he started it. Bloody French.
Open the door.
You guys only have to go back like I don't know 40 episodes, and you can see you see Patty have too much fun.
Nothing to not like with the Opinel. This is the number 8, I believe. Yeah, number 8. Carbon steel blade. Cheapest integral knife you can buy. Why would you not?
Do you know about the Opinel knock?
The Opinel knock?
Yeah.
What
Oh,
about
yeah.
Opinel knock?
I saw that.
So that's when the blade gets stuck in the wood when it swells, and you have to get it out. You're supposed to tap it on that little notch on the tabletop, and it'll release it. So you
Oh,
see
really?
the swell
Yeah.
at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. You tap
Just-
that on
just
the
the-
table.
This area, John, yeah?
You tap it on the.
You don't have to rub it like that, like you're, but yeah, that's it.
That's a great knife.
I did not know about the knock, but I think I saw it on. I think it was a Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Yeah, the lady that was the representative. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where I saw it when I first heard about it. That's pretty cool.
I've never had my wood stuck in the hole.
Mm.
Well, if it ever does, you just bang it on the table, and
Yeah.
then it'll be fine.
Now I know.
Bye there, folks.
Signing off. Oh.
All right, it's getting close. 2 hours.
I am biting my tongue. Biting my tongue.
I know it.
Yeah.
You're still running for office over there? You still have a shot, Tommy? Or
No,
is that over with? Okay.
My wife just came running in. She thought I'd fallen over or something. She does love me after all.
No.
Oh, no. It's
he's
bad,
thinking,
bad
oh
word.
boy, I get my inheritance now. Yeah.
She said she was going to sell my knives.
Do you have your life insurance paid up, Patty?
Have the wood bought and all. We're safe. Right, you lot. Thank you so much, Tim. It was really nice to meet you. I'm sorry you had to come in this evening. But
No, I enjoyed it. Thank you
I
guys for
enjoyed the
inviting me.
crackery as all. And I'm not going to see you for a few weeks now. I'm having a holiday. And I'll see
All
you
right,
in a few weeks'
Stephen.
time.
Enjoy
all
yourself,
be here
Patty.
when you get back.
Have
Take
fun.
care.
this
Yeah, I'm
week.
not going anywhere. I'm just having a few weeks. It's the rugby. It's getting near the final stage of the rugby,
Oh, okay.
which are on the weekend. So it's coming up to the quarterfinals.
But
And
you're
I'll
going
just
to the
be
show,
engrossed.
so we wish you good luck at the show.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll let you know. Next Thursday we'll do if Slippy, I'll give you a ring, Slippy, anyway, and get you on next Thursday, and we'll tell you all about it, whether we
Sounds
kissed
great.
or it was a nightmare.
Probably a nightmare.
Take care.
All right.
Bye.
See you, Stephen.
Bye. Right, where am I?
I don't know.
5, 4, 3,
Shit, I'm on the wrong page.
2. Well, start over. 5, 4, 3,
Bye.
2. I finally made it.
That was a full test since the second one there.
Now,
That was
now,
the
for
worst
those of
one,
you
I
in
think.
for those of you in the talk box, we watch Patty struggle to sign off every week after the show. So, just to catch you guys up, this is something that
It's
we
fantastic.
regularly-
It's something I look forward to every week is watching Paddy sign off.
That's the only
Well,
reason I come on here.
I think the best way you could describe Patty and his role with technology is that he's firmly on the shoulder of the information highway.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
to the skill required.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I will. If you guys ever have me back, I will have to get my technology organized. I don't think I was very prepared for today. I had that feedback
No,
going on.
you're fine.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. You figured it out, and if you came on next time, it would be like nothing.
Yep.
Be totally ready.
Piece of cake.
Yep. All right. Well, let's look at some budget case knives. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
This is probably the least expensive one you can get. Is this little small caliber? This is like about $16 or so.
Oh wow!
Under 20 for sure. Nice little lockback. Got the little Zytel handles and stuff, and there you go. Really nice, proper pocket dropper there. Definitely fifth pocket carry, and just an all-around great knife. And then I'm still going to come back to the Peanut. These are a little more, but I think I got this for right around $40 or whatever. Mike Curtis got me interested in this pattern, and I just have been Peanut happy ever since. I'm going to have to add another one or two, because how peanuts are. You can't just have one. So,
What is your favorite pattern?
favorite pattern? Probably right here, which is the case trapper. This is the one with the teeners. This is the carbon steel. And these are still right around that $45, $50 range. I got a smoking deal on this one. Doom Crew saw these on eBay, and somebody was selling a bunch of these for $25
Oh
a
wow,
pop. So
that is a deal.
yes, I couldn't pass it up. But yeah, love the case trapper. Another great. This was my modern knife of the year last year. Is this petrified fish, the PF03 Victor, and just a fantastic knife, fantastic action on that, and just really one of my favorite modern knives.
I haven't had any petrified fish. How much does that one go for? They're under like $30.
These are right around these are right around $35. So not a bad knife at all, and one that I can recommend. And they come in a couple of different handle materials, and the blade you can get either the coated blade or the shiny blade. This is the K110 steel.
What about you other guys? What's y'all's favorite pattern?
Sow belly.
Sow
belly.
Same for both of you?
I think so.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
good. On
Tom's favorite pattern, I'll answer for
It's
him, is
buck.
anything that says
Buck.
buck on the side.
yeah, that's his
Anything
favorite
that says
pattern.
buck on the side, that's his favorite pattern.
There you go.
What you got there, John? Who do you
That's
showing?
the Stag Rough Rider.
Oh, yeah.
Sow belly. Long out of production.
And that's the genuine stag as well, right?
Yeah, genuine stag.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. Just a great, all around knife for EDC. Just does what I need it to do. And can't recommend it enough, even though I know I'm in the minority there. Don't really honestly know why it's not more popular, to be honest. But I mean, at the Stockman patterns. But if you like, I don't have anything against the regular ones either. I mean, like, I don't think RJ is opposed to this one at all.
I'm not. I love those.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a 75 from Case.
Yep, I got a 75 over here on the table. I just hadn't grabbed it yet.
All right, and then this was a really good price for comparatively speaking, because it had the red, exclusive red, crimson, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Big Bone from
Shepherd Hills.
Yes, Shepherd Hills. Thank you. Brain fart there, but they have this probably about $8 to $10 cheaper, RJ, something like that.
They actually had it. I think they had it for like $61.
Yeah, and I think
something,
those
which
were
is,
like closer
most-
to 75.
Yeah, most are 75 to 80 for that, depending on the series.
What's
But
the closed length on that? That looks like a bid boy.
Yeah,
That is.
So is it like 4.5?
The
It's
4,
close to 4.5. Yeah.
about 4 1/8. I want to say.
Yeah. You're looking at the same size as a full size trapper, and
Yeah,
it's
it's a large Stockman.
I carry mine in a belt pouch because that's just easier to do than to carry it in pocket.
I carry it like that. And yeah, I'd say that the Stockman in general, I mean, it doesn't have to be a sow belly, but just in terms of being a little bit shorter, 3 3/4 inches to me is like the perfect size carry. That's like the ideal size for my pocket.
Yeah, big fan of the medium Stockman
anything
as well.
smaller
That
than
sort of
that's
size.
fine too, I guess. But to a degree, so like a 3 3/8 inch Barlow or something like that would be great too.
Yeah. So here's my this is the American Worker Stockman, the large Stockman, and so compared to the full size, this is the 54 pattern. So here's the 75. I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way, but they're right about the same size. Actually, I think the 75 is a little bit bigger, but it could just be the illusion of the squared off bolsters versus the rounded bolsters. But yeah, I mean, just a great big knife. You get a nice big clip. I think my favorite blade on there, the one I use the most, is the sheep's foot. It is just such a nice tall sheep's foot, and the spay blade I think is a really awesome blade. But you're getting really good size blades on this size of a knife.
Now on that pattern, do they all have square bolsters, or do they offer them with rounded bolsters?
They're all square on the 75. I don't think they ever rounded.
You mean Stockman's or on that particular?
On this particular pattern, the 75.
Yeah, on that 75 pattern.
Yeah, it has square bolsters. Now, almost as big, and these guys are still, not that expensive too. This is the 47 pattern Stockman. So this is bigger than the 18. So this is, I think, just I forget what the exact I think it's 3 7/8, so it's just at 4 inches. And this one gives you the nice clip point blade, and then you get still a really nice kind of a longer, not as tall sheep's foot. And I think this is probably my favorite spay blade that they have, because it just has all that belly on it.
Yeah.
So these are really good.
That looks like a good EDC size.
But yeah, this is a great EDC size.
Yeah.
And probably about as big as you'd want to go just for straight up pocket carry. Most of the other ones are 3.5, so they're even better in pocket, like the 18 series. And what else is there in that? I think the 44 is the same size, kind of, so.
I'm not the biggest Stockman guy, but I did just order that, what is it? Kershaw Brandywine with the red bone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I've got that on the way, and I ordered that Rough Rider Appaloosa Coke bottle.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then the Case Purple Barnboard Barlow. So.
Sounds like my next 3 orders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, like totally down to the model.
Yeah.
The Brandywine I might pass on just because I think I probably prefer the Barlow, but yeah, those were ones I looked at. The pull strength on the one that I had previously, I guess the black one, black micarta Culpeper came out, and when it was okay, and then I got the red bone jig bone, which I'm not seeing for sale anywhere right now, so I'm not even sure if they make that anymore. But they had it had a really light pull, and so the consistency of that pull on the Kershaws has been a little wonky. So I'm hoping if I get the next Culpeper, it'll be a little firmer. But kind of like to see at least a 5 pull on it with that long blade.
I've heard quite a few people say that the pull on that Culpeper was weak.
Yeah.
I didn't get that one. Just the Brandywine, because I like that red bone. I think that looks pretty sharp.
Well, it's really similar to that kayak, right? Really similar color.
Yeah, pretty close to that. And I saw that I didn't even know about the Appaloosa Coke bottle, and I saw you guys talking about it last week when Andrew was on here. So then I went right out and ordered that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one should be interesting because I don't think they've not made that pattern before, Rough Rider. They've made a bigger Coke bottle. I've got actually a couple of the larger ones, but I don't think they've made one that size before. So I think that's an introduction of a whole new pattern for Rough Rider.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll see how that works out.
Right, chaps, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I've got to be up early for work tomorrow. So I'm going to have to head off. RJ, it's been a pleasure.
Yep. Thank you, Matt, for being here.
Thank you, boys.
That's good to see you again, Matt.
Yeah.
Thank
Do
you,
you want me
Matt.
to take as long as Stephen to leave so you can time me, or should I just leave straight away?
Start the
I'll start at 5. 5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And he still blew it.
He still blew it.
Still blue.
I haven't
5,
clicked anything yet.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm looking for the button.
The spirit
Bye.
of Patty.
See you later.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Anybody left in the chat? Have we run everybody off?
No, we still got 26 people here.
Wow.
But yeah, it's getting to be close to that time.
I think on since we're talking about budget knives, John mentioned Semcut last time. I think they have some of the best bang for the buck. Most of them are around $40.
Yep.
So, and they're just, they do a good job. They do a real good job with their button locks too. I think I think it's hard to beat for a modern locking knife, it's hard to beat Sencut as far as value, bang for your buck. They do a lot of good stuff.
Yep. Like Kubi and Kaiser as well. Another two great brands for budget moderns.
I got one for you, Randy.
Randy, do I have any single blade fish knives? I do not.
I got one. I got one.
I got one.
Got one right here. I can.
Sounds like he's practicing on animals.
There you go. Good old Rapala.
Old Rapala?
Yeah.
Single-bladed fish knife. That's all you need.
From the great country of Finland.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's see yours, Tom.
I'm looking for it. There it is. Here it is. We get it dug out. Hammer brand.
There you go.
Yeah, I just love the covers on this thing.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like caramel swirl or something.
Yep. Probably made between 1938 and 1941.
Wow.
Imperial bought out Hammer brand.
Now, where'd you acquire that? How'd you find that one?
Antique store.
Really?
Yep.
That's in really good shape.
Yeah, it is in excellent shape. So the only difference between this being a fish knife and a toothpick is because it has the fish scaler up there. If it didn't have the fish scaler, it'd just be a toothpick. So
yeah. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've not seen one like that ever.
Yeah. I got some other two-bladed ones. I think that's my only single-bladed one. If you got just a minute, here's an Imperial, but it's the two-bladed. So typically on a two-bladed one, you've just got your large clip point. And according to Tobias, like the toothpick was originally kind of designed as a bird and trout knife, a small game knife anyway. So that's why the long, slender clip blade. And then on a two-bladed fish knife, though, on your second blade, you got the fish scaler down here, the hook remover here on the end, and then this one has the convenient cap lifter. I don't know why they'd want a cap lifter, but they put one on there.
Yeah, I can't imagine while you're fishing.
Yeah.
What's the cover? What are the covers made of? I can't tell.
Oh, these are true covers. They're just some sort of synthetic, and then they were painted, so you can see the paint's rubbed off.
Oh, that's white. What it almost looked like. It looked like carbon fiber foil. You know how they have the foil? Mm-hmm. I was like, what is that?
No, these are just some sort of thermoplastic.
That has the clamshell construction, right?
Yeah, the
hollow. No, these are actually pinned on.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it doesn't have the little tabs on the inside?
No, and even the hammer wasn't that way. No, they're not a true cover.
Gotcha.
I've got some somewhere. What's this one here?
Oh.
Well, no, this is the pinned on covers too. There's another Imperial fish knife. And same design as the other one. Got your clip blade there, then your secondary blade there. But these, like this one here, is like some sort of it's a thaw, or it's a cracked ice probably, or a mother of pearl type thing. Yeah. And then it's got some plastic over it, and they're pinned on there. But Hammer brand was definitely very much a budget brand, and then Imperial bought them out, and a lot of the Imperial knives were very budget, working man type of knives.
Yeah, those are cool. I like those.
if you get to an area where there's big lakes or fishing is really popular, you'll find a lot of fish knives.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool there, John.
Yeah, real similar to what Tom has, just Imperial, but this one's got
Yep.
the fish shield on it.
Fish shield on it. That's cool.
That is cool.
I like that a lot.
And you can kind of see how that is constructed with that part that's broken off there.
Yeah.
It's
Kind of a paper
celluloid.
type thing underneath it, isn't it, John?
It's just like celluloid over the top of the metal shell.
Yeah. There's some
See that
plastic over the top or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can see the pearlescence there.
How old is that one?
I'm guessing 60s. And yeah, again, they put the bottle cap on there, so it's just kind of the standard for their fish knives. And I've got actually a larger one. This is a little more rare. This one's a little harder to find. This has got actually a shield on both sides, which is pretty uncommon.
Oh wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
Got the little squib there. I'm not exactly. Somebody told me what that was, and I've forgotten. But little squib there.
That is a longer one. How much longer can you?
Yeah, I
Hold 'em
can
up.
show you both at the same time. Hold on a second. Get the blades close so I don't hurt myself. Randy. There you go.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
I like
So-
those. I have to try to find some of those. I like that a lot. Those are very cool.
Yeah, they're really affordable. I don't think I paid more than $15-$20 for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep, they are. They're out there and they're available.
Matter of fact, the knife that Terry is going to be sending to me to clean up and turn into a traveling knife is a fish knife. I think an Imperial. So if you'd like to review it, Tim, let me know. Send me
Yeah,
an
I will.
email and we'll get you on the list. We'll make sure you get in rotation on that.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And there's
So-
got to be some of those. There has to be some of those around me because I live 5 minutes from the beach,
Mhm.
on the Gulf Coast. So I'm sure they're out there. I just didn't even know to look for them.
Yeah.
But I like that a lot.
There's another one, Tim. It's the same thing that Tom had, but the colorings all come off.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that
that's
looks
what it
cool.
looks like underneath, right? I just polished it up, kind of made it look like that was the way it was supposed to be, but no, the black stuff's come off of it. And
It looks cool like that though.
yeah, it doesn't look too bad, I didn't think.
You'll see some of them knives in the various patterns on eBay, and they'll advertise them as a silver cover on it. Well, no, it just means the paint's been worn off of them or the covers have come off of them.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I like
Good
that.
stuff.
So, Randy, no, I don't have any single-bladed fish knives, but those guys do.
I don't have any single bladed ones. Let's just have the dual blade. I've got Legouls, similar. So like here's one from Right Edge, really big budget brand, right? Kind of a fake
Yeah.
with the like the file work on the back and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and the cross. Tobias talks a lot about this one. If you want to know more about this style knife, there's
That's
something to do with the cross, and there's some significance to it. But
That's the French Lyot
Yeah.
knife. Yeah.
right, but you have that little butterfly thing at the top, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And there again is the file work on the back. But this is just a real budget version of it. The real ones cost quite a bit. They're, in
Yeah.
triple digits, probably over $120, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah.
But one other, while we're on the topic, this is probably my favorite of this style knife. This is another Rough Rider. They call this the French Tickler, and
Oh,
this is
cool.
actually a locking version of it. And
Oh,
this
yeah.
one actually has like a brass bolster on this particular one. The great thing about this is, like, I always found that these longer, slender blades real easy to fold over. So with the locking mechanism on that, it makes that quite a bit more useful. So yeah, French Tickler. I don't know if they're still making this one or not. I haven't really looked for it, but I've seen them on eBay, so you could definitely pick them up on eBay. There you go.
Very cool.
Yes, indeed. So what now, boys?
Well, I didn't know if anybody had anything else. If not, I think we might call it a day.
Yeah, we're getting up on 3 o'clock there.
Yep, I think so. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. During our live stream, everybody that stuck around from the beginning to the end, we appreciate you so much. Thank you, Tim, for being our special guest today. And we will see you guys next week for another edition of RJ's Lives. You guys all go out there and have a fantastic week. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, RJ, and thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tom.
Nice to meet you, Tim.